everybody! Right where we left off. Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Planet Coaster. We are, in the interest of making our park not be as bad as it is right now. Well, that's not fair. That's needlessly self-deprecating. The park's going fine. We didn't really look... We spent a lot of time building a coaster last episode, but it was all in the green, so I'm pretty pleased with that. We're at 98% happiness, 2% on happiness. That's acceptable. Pipshot water looks busy. Pipshot water looks busy. Ooh, I stepped in sick. I'm thirsty. Fairly standard complaints. I think maybe we have kind of like a large stretch here where nobody's going to drink shops because there are no drink shops. But our food and drink locations over in the like Wild West section of the park are not necessarily killing it right now. But Hell Train is still bringing the heat. So I'm happy with that. Is this making money? It made a small sum of money last month, which is awesome. Thank you, Coldplay Simulator. So we need to make this part of the queue better because it's horrible right now. I'm going to try something perhaps a little overly ambitious. You know what? I think we want the size to be larger. Like, you feel me on this one? Just build up the terrain like so. And then this allows for, like, a logical... We should have more patience, but I don't. Don't use that one in your real life. It's not going to go over well. This allows me to more sanely build scenery. In that, we can just build it on the ground. That's a bad idea right there. We can just build it on the ground as opposed to building it, you know, in the sky. Okay, that's also very stupid. Like, that's pretty good. Just crank down this and this. Make like a little mountain, you know, platform right here. What we don't want to do is go over the staircase. Like that exact thing we're doing right there. Because it just looks stupid. To be carved and hewn from living rock is wonderful. To be covering the queue itself is very, very stupid indeed. And even this is like a little super dumb. I'm kind of into it, but... like, let's be real, this queue is hideous. But if we play our cards right, I think we could actually make it interesting. Like, obviously this is very, very stupid. But I think if we make it look like if we make the other side look a little bit more like this first side, and more like the staircase is kind of like carved out of the rock, then this actually could look sort of cool. Like, just break, with tradition a little bit here on this side. I liked it a lot better in the darkness, I gotta be honest with you. We still made 1,800 bucks that month. A little less than I would like, honestly. But I'm not worried about finances at all at this point. We've passed that. We're like the Bill Gates point of Planet Coaster, where we can build whatever we want. We just want our guests to be happy, and like if we could eradicate polio along the way, that'd be pretty sick too. Alright, so now we've got a queue. Wouldn't necessarily say it looks awesome, but I think it could be the framework for something that's cooler in the future. It still has 0%, which honestly I disagree with. You're hewn in the living rock. Have I not explained that adequately yet? I actually just want to... I'm going to try to, like, create a little bit of a flat sort of area. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. The idea being... Control Z that just a little. It's just a little too intense and a little too wide, I think. The idea here being... that I can have like an area to display things to the entire queue. And is this a logical kind of queue for a roller coaster? No, I would say probably not. People are already starting to ride it though, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let's go flatten the foundation. Yeah, kind of want to try. Basically, so this is kind of what I was getting at. It's weird, and it looks like very unnatural now. That looks a little bit more natural. Okay, just to get a baseline. We're still at 0. The roller coaster lost money last month. Nobody found it because the park is so freaking big. We, at this point, this is just the theme park section of the park, so whatever we can get over here, I think, is fine. Like, for example, Creepy Skull Rock certainly seems to fit with this kind of idea of what we got going on right now, right? And I also think that it makes sense to go, like, Smoke. I'm not saying go smoke, kids. I'm saying it makes sense for us to go smoke here. And, like, he's already got smoke coming out of his eyes, coming out of his whatever. But if we could also make, like, a smoke burst right there. Or maybe even, check this out. What about a smoke burst that comes out of here? So, right now we're going to rotate this. Just get it into the right position. I don't even know what I'm looking at with respect to this nub anymore. What I do know is that there's no smoke coming out of it. Let's try this again. Smoke burst large. Well, we might as well just get it set up like this and then move it in. So we're going to rotate it. We're going to rotate it towards us, this direction. And we're going to rotate it in this direction. And then we're just going to surface move. So it's like there. And you know what? Let's throw another bad boy in there as well. So you're like, damn, dude, it's like real smoky up there. And let the good times roll. What else comes up here? You know, when it's your boy Northernlion, we gotta have some foliage up there. It just wouldn't be right if we didn't have some foliage. We'll start, you know, let's throw on a fairy tale fountain. But you know what? This ain't just your daddy's fairy tale fountain. We're gonna go fairy tale fountain. On top of this fairy tale fountain, you know we gotta throw down another fairy tale fountain. We go hard here. I hope the elevation's right. That would be a bummer if it wasn't. On top of that fairy tale fountain, perhaps a third fairy tale fountain would tickle your fancy. How does that look? Extremely natural. Alright, that's dumb. Get surrounded by the bush collection, son. That's not a threat, that's a promise. How much value can you get for only $6? All these bushes. Mama says Northernlion's viewers are angry because they got all them bushes and they ain't got no hedge trimmers. Well, folks, Mama's wrong again. That's only 6%. Look, you're being ridiculous. What if I go to custom? Take a little water. Takes a sec. You gotta give it a minute. And then we take a little water jet. Nah, that's not the one I like. Water jet medium. No. Water burst, please. Like water jet intermittent. Water spout. Sure, I'll tell you what. Water jet intermittent large. And we'll just beset that inside of the fountain itself. And you'll be like, what? That fountain has a fountain. We also, I'm going to realize now my own previous mistake. If we don't put bins down, people are just going to throw their shit everywhere. So even though it's going to hamper the efficiency of getting down the staircase here, necessary evil, I think. 52% Q rating. Starting to get there. What other pre-made scenery is there so that I don't have to do anything creative for myself? By the order of the Queen. No, I don't think that's necessary. Gustav's scenery collection. Okay, you know what this is? This is like every element of the park combined. So this is like where you go at the end of the day and you're like, oh, remember that? That was sweet. And you know what? You're not wrong. It was sweet. We got the sci-fi, we got the fantasy, we got the pirate, we got the fairy tale. What we don't have is anything Christmas related. I was gonna say, that's it. It's just a bunch of freaking Hearts? I don't think so. Just gonna create a scene up here. And you know your boy's gonna throw some blue spruce up there. Or blue fir, or whichever it is. I don't remember. I mean, it is getting, like, pretty hot over here. Can't deny that. There you go. And then we go scenery. And we go blue spruce. We go custom. And we go blue spruce. Oh, because the angels wanna wear my blue spruce. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. It's blue fir, but whatever. You know, not every tree in the forest can be covered in snow. You gotta make sure you get this tree coverage here. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's majestic. Anybody who says otherwise, out of your mind. Look at that. 100% Q rating. And I think, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's a stupid Q, but it could be worse. Like, for all of the things that could have gone wrong with this, it's not that bad. That's not what I meant to do there. I actually meant to, like, pull it. Just fill it out a little bit there. See, that looks good. And then just push it in. Look at that. Alright, again, looks a little bit less like living rock, but that's almost like a borderline cool way to obfuscate the fact that there's like a 25-minute long staircase to get up here. It's a 13-minute queue. I mean, you know, given it's a heck of a walk to get up there. I'll just be honest with you on that one. We're like so far into this video, and we have barely done anything. 97% happy. People are starting to get like markedly thirsty, I've noticed. Like, thirsty, busy, busy. That's a problem. So, yeah, thirst is getting down there, which is not great. First things first, though, we gotta make sure our staff is stoked. I think instead of loading this, like, gargantuan, like, all-staff ledger, we should just do it, you know, person by person, category by category, inch by inch, row by row. Going to placate the pros. Offer them some dental rigmaroles and a bit of office cheer. Okay. That's not funny. I already hear you. That's not funny. I kind of like this overhang, but if I don't fix it, I will never forgive myself. Kind of looks nicer, I think, with like a sheer edge there as well. So like immediately you're like, hell yeah. Skull rock. Kind of looks like it should not be able to exist there. There you go. That's good enough. I think that's kind of neat. Okay. Well, I still think that like one of the ways you solve this problem is by meeting demand where it is. Dude, it is actually stupid busy over here. This is like, people are going to get trapped in here. This is the water ride all over again. Why is everyone so excited for smoothies? Okay, this is a fairly busy area here. So I think I'm going to do the sensible thing. And again, we'll just throw down like yet another... I mean, Pipshot, I want these people drinking water, okay? I want to make sure they're healthy. It's entirely selfless, I assure you. Why won't you let me sink the building within this building? The way I would desire to. Like, what? It got sucked up into the ether, as it always does, dude. Where the heck did it go? Now you. I would like to, like, advance move you, if possible. There's no advance move. Show more controls. Lock to surface axes. That's not what I wanted. I want to sink you back less than one full tile. Control, maybe? He's done it. It turns out that was the key to the kingdom. Obviously, nobody can get to this Pipshot water right now. That's where this comes in handy. You can already tell that people are jonesing. I personally... Oh, that dude was about to throw up. Or is he just about to die of heat stroke? You know, once you get deep enough into this park, it's kind of hard to tell. So, Yone Bowen. She makes me move, Yone Bowen. It might be offensive, I don't know. If that name is, like, you know, traditional or something. Just any opportunity to placate people's thirst. Like, in here, I can understand. Y'all getting thirsty. What's this place? Yeah, I know, but, like, what is... It's like, this is the pizza place? Ain't nobody going to the pizza pen? I'm concerned. You show me a world that doesn't like pizza, and I become a frightened person, honestly. This coffee shop has been closed forever. As soon as we opened it, these people were like, hey, finally, a freaking coffee around here. Been walking around for 10 years, can't find a good cup of coffee in this metropolis. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm going to, again, make a mistake by most people's standards and duplicate a piece of scenery, and then we're just going to... You know, people are a little hungry, but... I think that hunger is relative. I mean, hunger is a problem only if it's not relative to thirst, if that makes sense at all, which it probably does not. Oh god, I've mastered it. I'm the master of placing buildings now. I never thought this day would come. But we have placed another juice outlet, and I'm placing them close enough that if you open up your phone and be like, hey, you know, Alexa, show me drinks nearby. They'll be like, okay, you know, turn to your left slightly and get out of this crushing my asthma of people over here. But far enough away that it kind of, like, it shuffles people around to a different part of the park. That's my goal, anyway. I like that this ride is well-trafficked. Like, there's a lineup. I don't know if it's actually going to make money, because, straight up, this is not a $10 ride. This is a $20 ride. It's a long ride. Like, it takes time. But it's also consistently full. I like it, dude. Happy people. Let me guess. Don't have enough money to go on the ride? I don't have enough money left to buy tickets for Let the Good Times Roll. Straight up, I understand your concern, good sir. We're gonna do something about that. You know that creepy skull rock? Let's overdo it. Place another one right here. Place an ATM inside of it. And you know, it matches the theme of the ride. I know what you're thinking. How did you become such a genius? My wife asks the same thing every day. Can we add? We can't add it to that building. Okay. There you go. We got an ATM. I'm not... Like, our ATMs tend to not be superbly busy. But we still got people getting on our roller coaster here. So I'm, like, stoked about this revelation. Are you making money? Is Cosmic Cow Milkshakes making money? No. When Cosmic Cow Milkshakes makes money, I make money. So I need Cosmic Cow Milkshakes to pop off a little bit. I'm still, like, this is like my pet project right now, this section of the park. We have a very small lineup for the Green Miracle, which is disappointing to me as someone who spent a lot of time getting those stats up there. I feel like we could probably charge 20 bucks for this coaster. Again, that's what the ATMs are for. I mean, a $20 coaster sends a message, right? Gulpy Soda is making money. Hot Dog Squad is making money. This section of the park is starting to come up a little bit. And it even, like, has a theme, which is crazy. Cliffy B's Ferrari Spider is basically breaking. Both of these rides are pretty much breaking even. The Major Nelson's console launch is a trash fire. A lens shoehorn, let's be real. If a $50 loss is breaking even, a $50 gain is breaking even as well. So I'm not in the interest here of trying to oversell how good the park's going right now. I think we could build a path like over... but once we get into overpaths, we're in like a... That's a recipe for disaster, right? But look, we got people, like, coming down this way. A lot more people than used to traffic this area. Nobody should be going this way yet. There's no reason for you to be in this venue. But I'm gonna do... Like, if thirst is a problem, let's overdo it, dude. Throw down a gulpy slush. You're not going to let me sink the gulpy slush deep within the building? Here, rotate, rotate, shift down to ground level, please. Thank you. More or less okay. I mean, I don't really want you to be inside of the rock, but I kind of like the way this looks. I guarantee it. So I am gonna build it there. And I'm basically just creating a lot of busy work for myself at this point, because I got vendors who need to be paid and promoted and trained and etc., etc. But you know what it is the people here are so flippin' thirsty. They have an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, justice, excitement, but also liquid beverages that restore like their fluid and electrolyte balance within their, you know, fleshy human bodies, which I, of course, as a fellow human, of course, also possess, of course. Let's get some dang tree collections going here. Not tray. Tray is not what I'm... There we go. And you know what? Tree collection 2, don't mind if I do. Say it with me. You'll like it more after you say it. Tree collection 2, don't mind if I do. Tree collection 3, yes, yes, please. Tree collection 1, that's a lot of fun. Tree collection 1, Witch's tree house? No, thank you. Okay, we can't place these like as densely as I wanted to. You really won't let me put tree collection 1 like right here? There you go, okay. Just again, something to make it a little bit more dense in this area. Oh, we started making some serious cash this month. We're at $5 grand already on July 16th. I guess it's the right confluence of like rides not being broken down. This is our new area for expansion. Oh, I totally forgot, by the way, research. We got another coaster to do. Test pilot. Never have I seen this. For dizzying heights. Scary, but it's okay. Maybe we can place it down like right here. Probably not, right? Yeah, you got a good point. Now this is bugging me to the point that I'm getting like a little uncomfortably obsessed about it. Like we're on Richard Dreyfuss levels here, but that's Richard Dreyfuss in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I'm not trying to insult, you know, the great American actor Richard Dreyfuss. I'm talking about the obsessive tendencies of one of the characters in his myriad Oscar-nominated and even Oscar-winning filmography. No. You had it. You had it. You had the keys to the kingdom. Now that looks actually horrible from the back, but ain't nobody looking at it from the back. So I think we're going to just pull a little bit here. And it's still, like, extremely unnatural looking. But you know what can obscure that easily? Tree collection 1. Who's the wiser? None. We're not going to put some trees there right now. It's unnecessary. I'm actually, like, I'm really pleased with the way that our park expansion has gone. First area, super dense, lots of rides. First coaster we built, the Dragons of Camelot. You know, it's got staging, it's got themes. It's cool. We built the Pirate Lagoon. Probably my favorite area in the whole park. Rides aren't really killing it anymore, admittedly. That's a bit of a bummer. Like, not too many people are riding Hamburger Island. But they're happy about it when they do. And Tony Hawk's Kickflip is not in keeping with the theme, but that's okay. We got this cool little pirate element here. And of course, although... was it broken down there, or what just happened? I don't know. But we got the real Yankee Doodle, our tribute to our friend Michael A.L. Fox. Although he built it, so, you know, his tribute to himself. Things get a little bit more ramshackle in here, but I'm proud of the roller coasters. This one I did not build. But the one I did build is actually more popular, I think. Or at least people get on it and spend way more time on it because of the fact that it's way longer. So that's not necessarily a good thing. But I think it could be a good thing. Like, even though it's a little boring, what am I going to do? I'm not going to throw in a vertical loop on a wooden coaster. People's freaking hearts are going to fall out through their necks. And everybody is leaving because Solaire's trampoline is broken down. And Underground Worm Colony is also, like, maybe our biggest grossing roller coaster in the entire park right now. Sure, okay, you know what? This has probably been bothering people for several episodes. Close up the auto tunnels that were not meant to be. And apart from that, we're good to go. Like, I'm pleased with this. And I actually feel like our wooden coaster might be able to drive people to this section of the park. By the way, how you doing? How many lifetime customers? 26. 26 times like $8 each is going to be like, you know, $208 a month. I'm paying you $200. You probably got operating expenses. So you've probably lost money this month. I'm okay with that. Let me look at guests again. Hunger and thirst, not great, but, well, pretty good. And thirst has actually evened up the concern a little bit here, which I think is great. People seem largely happier. 100% happiness again. I think I'm going to take a risk, and I'm actually going to end our newspaper advertisements and start TV commercials. Newspaper was for adults. Okay. I'm going to start running basically 10 grand in marketing a month. So this is going to be an immediate 4K out of our pockets. The idea is that I think mostly the rides in our park are fine. Just remember this number, 6,800, because we're going to be looking to push this to like 7 or even 8,000, depending on how that marketing goes, I suppose. But we have a lot of rides that I think the thing that's mostly holding them back is the fact that the park is like a swimming pool and it's not full to the extent that I'd like it to be full yet. As long as the game's engine, or not the, let's be honest, it's partly my computer, but as long as the game in its present state can handle, you guys aren't going crazy over these benches, can handle a few extra thousand extra attendees, then I'll be happy to add them to the park, honestly. I wonder if we could clear up this area a little bit. I was going to say by like adding more benches, but the benches as they exist already are being used. I mean, have you ever been to a theme park? There are actually benches everywhere. You cannot step foot. You cannot take a single step without experiencing the scourge of the bench. So this might not be great design here, but largely I think we have kept people from just getting mired in this area. Honestly, like, I feel like we should probably throw down like yet another drink shop right here. Just because we got so many, disregard, there's one right there. Like straight up, if you can't handle walking to the Gulpy Soda, that's your problem. Multiple vendors have quit. Street Fox Coffee again? Alright, well, straight up, this is a lucrative spot. If you can't handle it, then so be it. But there's nothing wrong with this real estate. If you can't make it work here, you can't make it work anywhere, sister. So you know what? What's this? Like a pizza, pip shot smoothies. I don't want to throw down just another Cosmic Cow milkshake, but I'll tell you what. What are you? You might be a juice store. So we'll throw down a little soda store. And I guarantee this thing's going to make money. Do I think it's going to be the biggest money maker in the park? No. The reason for that is that we already have... Excuse me? You know, this is fine. Off-center, but fine. We already have some, like, crazy powerful Cosmic Cow milkshakes, but still. Before we finish this episode, which is, you know, we're getting around that time. Should we go staff? Promotions are in order. I mean, I don't know. I probably wasted, like, $10,000 just training the person who runs the information booth without actually, doing anything. Like, they just sit there, and then I open the information booth, nobody ever buys a priority pass, and, you know, it's hell. But, if that's the price you gotta pay, it's the price you gotta pay. You know, we're still making money. Even if we're not, we're still operating, and we're adding happiness onto the planet. Let's be honest, I've already taken as much money as I conceivably can out of this without the IRS getting suspicious. Right now, if I can put another smile on a family's face, that's a, you know, good day at Not Hell Park, as far as I'm concerned. How did you do this month, by the way? $2,600 bucks. Pretty good. I bet we could charge $25 for this. Let the good times roll. Did you see, by the way, that person was like, let the good times roll. It's got awesome stuff around the queue. I love Let the Good Times Roll. Oh, people are still walking in. Must be nice to be part of the 1%. I'm really loving the look of this place. The queue for Let the Good Times Roll was really fast. It's a long walk, but once you get up there... It's a 5-minute queue. That's no big deal, dude. 5-minute queue. How long is the ride? That's in testing results. It's just over a minute, so it's not absurdly long, but still. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. We're already up at 7,300 guests, so, you know, I'm testing this theory that the more guests we have, I want them... Let me put it this way. I don't expect them to distribute evenly, but I do expect them to fill out areas of the park that have not been filled out, if only by overflow, and that's fine by me. For now, though, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episodes. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Hope you've been enjoying the Planet Coaster, and I'll see you next time.